So you really can't trust anything from these flat Earth agents. I'll call them. I don't think they're real flat earthers. The stuff that they push is um, so fake and gay. Like apparently 4 years ago, I missed this because I was on a bit of a flat Earth hiatus, and Dearth put out this video of a sun that was just disappearing, and I just saw it, and then a day or two later, I heard um, Alan and Shane Oakley talking about it. I call them Oakley because they turn people's mics down when they ask questions, so you can barely hear the other people talking or asking questions. So, whatever. That's a side note. But anyways, none of these people are real flat earthers. They all claim that the sun just disappeared, like poof, like. And you'll see the footage here in a second. It's so obviously fake. So if we're gonna be calling bullshit on NASA and all these other shilly agencies, we have to also, you know, not just assume that all these big channels are actually pushing truth, because they're clearly not.
Sure,
Explaining two different things though. Like
Right.
one is apparent object, like the objects in the sky are unique to us. The other is trying to explain why they don't change size with using a physical mechanism where it's not necessary.
Well, have you ever seen a sunset from a plane?
I
No.
don't think so.
Yeah, very different. It doesn't disappear bottom up, fades right out, and it looks like the angular size change is there too. So then the argument can be made when you're so far below the actual height of that thing, when your eye is height, when the observer is so much lower than the actual physical thing. Even if it is physical, you won't see a change in angular resolution. You won't see it decrease in size, and you will apparently watch it set into the horizon if you're on the Earth. But if you're up above, it just fades out like a lot like David Weiss's videos, dude. But it happens all the time. There's one on the plane here. Actually, I have a video that shows a perspective difference when you're in a plane versus on the ground with the sun. I thought it was really cool. I'll put it up there.
So I guess Agent Weiss doesn't have a very big budget for his Photoshop people, and this does not look like it's from an airplane. Like that doesn't does that look like it's from an airplane? Not at all. Looks like the same as these ones that he's showing here. Totally contradicting himself. And then I'm about to show a bunch of people, normies, doing fake sun videos, just like trolling people basically, and they're 10 times better quality than what Weiss puts out, and Weiss is like apparently some rich dude, so that makes no sense. And I mean, most of these videos are old, like anywhere from 2 to 11 years old. I mean, I know most of us, have seen this sort of stuff before, but this just is another nail in the coffin for TFE, in my opinion. If normies can do this stuff and have been for a long time now, um, you know, there's no way somebody with any kind of budget wouldn't be able to do it too.
What you're trying to like rectify is you like the physicality of the sun, and that's not what we see. Like, it's apparent for everybody. Like otherwise you wouldn't have individual sun rays and individual moon rays and all in crepuscular and anti-crepuscular rays that are individual to the observer as well. So like I don't like
Well, I'm not
the stuff in the sky is like, unique to us. So like I don't think like
right.
there's not a need to like even give a physical explanation to it, because like I don't think like I haven't seen the
I'm not.
Fresnel video, but I don't. We're making the measurement. So when the star gets blocked, it is physically occluded by this object, right? So that's going to allow us to determine the elevation of the object that occluded it, like the physical elevation, where it actually is. And so when you
I have a clip of him saying that he never claimed to know the elevation. Um, so I'll put that in the next video because I have a longer video of all the contradictions back to back. It's going to be hilarious. But yeah, the next video I'm just showing mirroring a video that Jason just put out, Upward Earth, and it's pretty good. It shows Skiba's video from way back, which Jake on the plane actually mentioned the other day, and we had been talking about it also privately, bringing up the long distance observations and the sun and everything, and So it's nice to see that other people in the community are seeing what we're seeing and not just going along with these fake flat earthers.
So the premise is pretty straightforward. We're referencing the true geometric position of a star and the raw calculated elevation angle to a mountain just based on plane trigonometry, and then we'll subtract what the globe would predict for the drop over distance for that elevation, and we will see if stars that are aligned with the true geometric position of the mountain and themselves, if they're aligned at the same time at the peak, will the star be occluded for an observer at the calculated distance away to get that relative angle. So only when the physical object is intersected by the light source is when you actually get the occlusion. So only when the physical object is intersected by the light source is when you actually get the occlusion.
Even if you have a bendy light, you still need something to block it.
Physically, right? That's the point.
Physically, yeah.
So that when the star goes behind the mountain, it's actually going behind the mountain. It's actually physically being obstructed, no matter what refraction you have before or after. It doesn't matter.
This is what the camera view of Goose's video that he was showing earlier looks like. So when he was showing the topographical view of what we were looking at there, where he was laying out the positions of everything and the alignments, this is what we're looking at. So if you could, so this is in air, then this is the top view. So we see the string stick that he's moving, the light source with, and then now he's added a medium over top of it. And this is what it looks like from the camera angle. As you see, the image sticks around a little bit longer, and it's not occluded until the physical intersection point happens in reality. It's not occluded until the physical intersection point happens in reality. And then when he gets to the topographical view again, you can see the angle difference of the true position of the light source, showing that it doesn't matter if there's refraction or not, because the occlusion is physical. What we've uncovered is that occlusion is a physical intersection. It's not apparent, like an apparent mountain or an apparent object will never occlude a light source. But an apparent object will never occlude a light source.